Hi guys, so I'm doing a requested video from quite some time ago and I decided it was time to do this video. And as you can see by the title, this is Real Talks, Things I've Learned in My Life. I turned 30 in June, so 31 is approaching quickly, and I am not the wisest person, but I have experienced things and feel like I have learned some things that I can share. So I'm just going to get started. I do have some notes, so if I'm looking down, that's why. Just some random things that I've learned. So number one, I've learned that people change. And of course, at the time, you may think that it's a terrible thing that these people have changed and they're not going to be a part of your life anymore. You don't want them to, or whatever it is, but it's inevitable. Change is inevitable. You cannot stop things from changing, and it's ongoing. And it's important that you change as a person too and grow, and in a sense, to become more defined in your character. So that's the first thing I learned. Second thing is that you probably will be misunderstood at least once in your lifetime, probably repeated times. I'm definitely someone that is extremely misunderstood. Maybe not as much now, but definitely when I was younger. I don't really fit the mold of the traditional woman my age or society's way of I'm supposed to think or dress or act or whatever. I never have. I've kind of been an old soul and I'm totally okay with that. I'm my own person. A lot of people don't quite understand my genuine care for people in general. It doesn't matter how long I've known somebody. I mean, I really want the best for people as long as they're, I mean, I always want the best for someone, but especially those that are putting that energy out into the world. So don't be afraid to be misunderstood. Just be who you are. The third one, and it kind of goes hand in hand with people change, is that relationships end. Whether it's work relationships, friendships, boyfriend, girlfriends, relationships will end. You will move on. You will grow. I've had that happen a lot lately when it came to friends in the last few years. There's nothing wrong with just growing apart from someone, and that's not to say that I don't wish the best for those people, but I just learned that they're not who I want around anymore, or their energy isn't what I want around me, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine for you to choose who you want around you, and it doesn't matter if you've known that person 20 years. If you're just not feeling it anymore, that's okay. And the last thing that I have on my list is that when people show you their true colors, believe them. I've had it in my past, and man, I wish I learned this years and years ago. But I experienced, a really difficult relationship and wouldn't have wasted so much time, but I guess it built my character. But when someone repeatedly shows you who they really are, don't make excuses for them and don't expect any change from them. That's who they are. They're showing you it. And if you repeatedly accept that behavior or that attitude, you're accepting them for who they are. And that's what it is. So, take it or leave it, especially when it's something that's repeated, especially in relationships, whether they're disrespectful or they're cheating or they're lying or whatever it is. So, the moral of the story is that as we grow, not everything kind of comes with us on that path. And you kind of have to weed through people and hold on to those that you want to continue with you on your path, and really scrutinize those individuals, because I truly believe it. Here's another one, is that you are who you hang out with, and that's the energy of those people or their ambition or lack thereof or their attitudes, just their character as a whole. Even if you don't start out that way in a group, after you're around those people for so long, you will start to modify your behavior and attitude, and you will adapt because that's your norm when you're around people like that. So I choose positive people that have my similar ideals. Not saying that I mean, when it comes to my boyfriend, especially, him and I are very opposites in the way we think, the things that we believe. But we approach life similarly. So we have still have a common denominator in terms of life, and we still have our own unique traits. And that's what I look for in friends and colleagues. And I choose my colleagues for the most part because I'm a freelancer, and just people I associate with. So if I could teach you anything, it's just to be your genuine self, and whomever doesn't appreciate that or understand that, don't continuously defend yourself for who you are. I did that and did that and did that so many times, and it's like talking to a brick wall sometimes to people. If they don't see it and they don't appreciate you for who you are, they don't deserve to be around you. And that's the truth. It's not being cocky. It's not being arrogant. It's being true to yourself. And I have very few friends now because, one, I don't want negative distractions, negative energy, negative habits around me. And two, I just prefer quality over quantity, especially as I get older and, hopefully, have a family in several years. And I just think to myself, who am I going to want my children to be around? That question, whether you have children or you want to, could totally change your life. If you sit back and evaluate who's around you and ask yourself that question, I bet you many of you would eliminate some people that are around you. So that's just food for thought. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later.